almost decided not to come out this evening. Didn't have a lot of time left to fish, but went ahead and did it, and started off with a jerkbait here. Hooked up with my first jerkbait fish of the year, and it's a pretty decent one. Get it up here on the bank. Caught this fish on a storm jerkbait and a perch pattern. And go ahead and unhook this fish and get a weight on it. Been wanting to try out the jerkbait, so I started off with it because it's kind of hard. I want to go from fishing a lipless bait to a jerkbait. It's a lot slower working the jerkbait. It's definitely easier to speed up than slow down, but I'll hook this fish up and see what it's gonna weigh here. This fish is gonna come in at 2.9 pounds. 2.9 pounds, almost a 3-pounder. Pretty nice fish. So I'm fishing a pretty big flat here, big weedy flat, and I'm working it pretty fast. Just kind of getting in a rhythm here. Give it a couple of pops on the rod and set for a second or two, and then pop it again a couple times. Since the fish have been biting a lipless crankbait, I figured they were active enough. I didn't have to use real long pauses on my retrieve. If the fish were less active, then you'd want to pause that bait for a lot longer period of time before you jerk in between the jerks. But since I know they're fairly active, I'm working it fairly fast. But that was the only one I ended up catching on the jerkbait, so I switched over to this 3/4 ounce Seville lipless seeker crankbait, and I'm hooked up with a good one here. This is a good fish. It's got some weight to it, and he's tearing through the weeds. See if I can get down and get this fish landed. Another big girl on the lipless crankbait. Got it. It's kind of muddy right here. I just about slipped into the lake, but I'll get up here and get a weight on her. Looks like she could be a master angler. 4 to 5 pounder, it looks like to me. We'll get her hooked up here and see what she's gonna be. Pretty long fish. I think it's gonna be over 20 inches. It's 4.1. 4.1. 4.1 pounds. Got a 4-pounder. And she comes in at 20.5 inches. So we got another master angler bass here. Our 5th master angler of the year. Nebraska master angler bass. As we move spots here and hook up with another pretty good fish here. This fish is fighting pretty good. So the sun starts to sink below the trees. Get this fish up to the bank. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Got at least another 3-pounder here. Another 3 to 4 pounder. Oh yeah. Come on, baby. Get her unhooked and see what it is. Another one on the Seville lipless seeker. Stocky fish. Well, let's get a weight on her. Get her hooked up to the scale here, and the scale says 3.3 pounds. 3.3 pounds. Another nice Nebraska largemouth. Look at that fat belly. Full eggs, I'm sure. Back she goes as we hook up with another fish here. Another one fighting pretty good here. So we get it into the bank. Not quite as big as the last one, but gonna be another 2.5 pound fish here. Think this one might be a male here. Doesn't have the big fat belly that the females have. But we'll get a weight on it. See what this fish is gonna be. Hook it up to the scale, and it's 2.3 pounds. 2.3. Another one over 2.25. Decent fish. Get one last look at this fish and let it go. As we make another move here and hook up with another good fish. This fish is really fighting. It's got a little bit of weight to it. So we get it up to the bank here. And drag it on up here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Another 3. Got another 3 pounder here. Maybe 3.5. Another big belly female here. Well, let's hook it up and see what it's going to come in at. Man, am I glad I came out fishing. Catching some nice ones. The scale says 3.3 pounds. 3.3 pounds. So another one over 3.25. Another big fat healthy female fish here. So we let her go. And a little later on in the evening, we hook up with another big one. This one's coming in at me a little bit here. Can't really tell how big it is. Oh, stay down. Stay down, baby. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. Come on. Yeah. That's a good one. That one might be pushing 4 pounds. And it's got a face full of hooks. Need to get the fish gripper here. I don't really want to stick my hand in his mouth with all them treble hooks. Good example of why it's handy to have one of these fish grippers when you're fishing these lipless crankbaits. Get this fish unhooked here. And we'll see what this one's gonna weigh. Some weeds in its mouth there. That's a big pot-bellied fish. That is a nice one. Man, I'm really glad I came out tonight. These big ones are biting. I didn't think it would. Didn't have much wind. I didn't think they'd bite this good, but they're biting pretty good. So this fish comes in at 3.8 pounds, not quite a 4-pounder. 3 3/4. I'll get a measurement on it. Not quite gonna make a master angler. 19.5 inches, half an inch short. So we hook up with the last fish of the day. This one is tiny. Got the little baby one at the end. But we had a good evening of fishing. Definitely glad I came out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.